Monument Records, with a rich tradition of country music, proudly presents its debut act, Dixie Chicks.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Emily.
I'm Martie.
And we're the Dixie Chicks.
It started from very humble beginnings on a street corner playing for tips.
A lot of our influences are Texas-based, I'd probably say, but Martie and I are sisters, so we grew up listening to a lot of bluegrass.
And that's pretty much our learning ground, is bluegrass festivals. And it's a great learning ground because you go to these festivals and there are people who are just, they really embrace the younger instrumentalists and they take them into jam sessions and they kind of take you under their wing. We met Natalie through her father, who's a producer and steel guitar player. His name's Lloyd Maines. And we had done some independent projects before that, and he played on those projects. Her family would invite us over to dinner, and we'd sit around the dinner table, and her dad would slip these demo tapes under the table. And Martie and I were just blown away with Natalie's voice. We knew at some point we wanted to play music with her because she was just so inspiring.
I was eating macaroni and cheese, and I get a call from Martie, who says, "We want you to join the band tomorrow. Can you move up here in 2 days, drop out of college?" And I was just kind of freaking out and really excited.
Martie and I are sisters, but Natalie is a sister as well at this point. When we started playing together, we were listening to the radio, and the Little Feat song, "I'll Be Your Dixie Chicken, If You'll Be My Tennessee Lamb," came on. And we said, well, let's just be the Dixie Chickens, and Dixie Chicks was a spin-off of that.
Martie didn't want to be a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to be a chick.
The Sony group came down to Austin. We were playing a show down there, and Blake Chancey came down and saw us.
So Emily and Martie were trading solos, and I was just blown away by their instrumentation and their abilities of playing. Natalie's a world-class singer. She had a scholarship to Berkeley. The three of them together were just incredible. It was one of those magic nights, and I knew when I saw them that night that they had to be the first act on Monument Records.
We asked the girls, would you be willing to take the risk and put your entire dream and your career on the line to be the first act from a new label being launched in Nashville? Would you be willing to do that? They didn't even hesitate. It was just an overwhelming, absolute yes.
It's a huge compliment because it just represents new beginnings.
You can see me now. We got real excited, went in the studio, and just started creating.
When they bring in songs and stuff to the project, which they did on this album, they brought in songs and said, this is us, this is who we are, this is Dixie Chicks.
We've been writing together more and more, and we're very objective about what we write. If it stinks, we all admit it stinks, and it doesn't have to be our song that gets on the album. The good song, the best song wins.
I think we know each other well enough to know the sound we want, and it just kind of comes naturally.
It was important to us as record executives to emphasize the fact that they were world-class musicians and that they weren't new at this, you know.
We've been playing shows from coast to coast, mainly in Texas. We've even been over to Europe and Japan, and I think we know who we are. Whether we were going to capture that on this album was the biggest goal, and we did it.
They put their thumbprint on this album. Everything about this album is them.
I think people, as soon as they meet these three young ladies, realize that they are totally committed and that they are the real deal.
There's something special about the Sony family. They let us be creative throughout the entire process as far as the album. Martie and Emily play every lick that's on there that's a fiddle or a dobro or a banjo or a mandolin. We'll play anything from some Dixieland blues to regular blues to bluegrass to just the two-step in country. You put dobro, fiddle, three-part harmony on there, it's going to be a Dixie Chicks tune.
Since we were on the road the whole time we were recording the album, we got to do a test market thing with every song we wanted to choose for the album. If it went over well with the audience, then we thought, okay, that's a good song for the album.
People always ask us what category we fit into as far as music, and I always just tell them we play good music.